If you told me that after I graduated from college, I would be living abroad and running my own location independent marketing agency, I wouldn't believe you. Mainly because I did not dream about this for myself. And after hopping through different careers and jobs, I don't even know if they were careers. I'm gonna just call them jobs and like different exploratory things to make money. I am now living in Toledo, Spain, running my own location independent marketing agency. And in this video, I'm gonna share a little bit about how I got there and how I started making money online. So let me quickly share a little bit about what my career has looked like and all of the jobs that I have held. I went from being an English teaching assistant, somebody who went and actually helped bilingual English teachers here in Spain, to becoming a training coordinator at a large environmental consulting firm. In between that, I had like odd end jobs as a receptionist for my parents' spa. I was a cheese bartender at a wine and cheese restaurant. I was a freelance writer. I was a blogger. I did whatever I needed to do. I even thought about opening up like a babysitting service because I would organize summer camps for my younger cousins and I would take them out to different activities and my aunts and uncles would pay me to take care of my own cousins. And then eventually I decided, okay, let's figure out what I really want to be doing, and that was business ownership, specifically running a marketing agency. Well, a brand strategy and content marketing agency. And now the Quirky Pineapple Studio, which is my business, has been running for almost 6 years. I have been living abroad running my business, and I've worked with people all over the world in English and Spanish. So let's talk about the 3 things that I needed to do beforehand to actually make this a reality. All right, before I quit my job and jumped into full-time entrepreneurship, there was one thing that I definitely recommend that everybody does beforehand, which is identify their monetizable skills. So before deciding to open up a marketing agency or even get into freelance writing, I had to figure out what were some of the skill sets that I could bring to the table that could be sold, packaged up as actual services. And now in the creator economy, if you have ideas and specific knowledge, then you can also package something like that up as well. But for me, I knew that I wanted to specifically offer services and actually help people do the thing that they couldn't do. So for me, I have been blogging since I was 13 years old when the internet became, I guess, popular. I used to read things like mommy blogs, crafting blogs, fashion blogs, all of that stuff. And at 13 years old, way back when, I thought that I was going to become a full-time blogger. I realized, okay, maybe blogging eventually is not my thing, but I started figuring out I knew how to put together content marketing strategies. I knew how to create content across all mediums because I've actually done it. And then after some extensive Googling to see what people actually needed, which by the way is also market research, and I definitely recommend that you do before you do anything else. It'll save you a lot of time and money, energy, if you do your market research first. But anyways, I'll save that for another video. But I started Googling what do people need help with, and that's when I found out that my skills that I had after blogging since I was 13 and creating content across all different mediums was something that people would actually pay for. So I made a whole list of all of the skills and experiences and knowledge that I had, and then I started trying to group them together to see what were the services that I could offer. So if you're not sure what type of location independent business you want to start, I definitely recommend making a list of all of the skill sets that you have. I would even say go further and list out all of the skill sets that you enjoy practicing, and then from there group them together into specific categories to see what similarities you could find that you can package up as an actual service or package or course or program or something like that. And that can help you start selling and making money online. Another way to start growing your location independent business is to network. And when I say network, I mean talk to anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter if they are working in the same field as you, if you think that they are competitors. It could be people who are in completely different areas as you are, or in the areas that you want to get into. I recommend networking with anyone and everyone just to make those connections and to learn from what their experiences were or how they're doing things in their industry. For example, for me, when I first started my location independent marketing agency, I actually moved abroad at the same time, which, caveat, do not recommend starting a business and then moving at the same time. I feel like both of those need their own time and space for your mental and emotional health, and better to do one first and then the other later. But I didn't do that. I started my business in like December 8th, I think is our start date. And then 2 weeks later, I packed up all of my bags and moved to Madrid, Spain. And the following months, like the 3 to 6 months that followed, were emotionally and mentally draining because I was trying to adapt to a new country and culture and language, even though I had lived there before, but now I was like permanently living there. And then I was also trying to figure out what is my place in the business world and how do I actually want to run my business. And those things, it's just a lot for your brain. So if you are moving abroad, if you are starting a business or anything like that, I recommend doing one or the other. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk to you all about for the second point. The second one is to just network. And when I moved to Spain, I actually started from the bottom. I didn't know anybody here. I didn't have a network to connect with. So I went out and networked and had coffee chats with anyone. I talked to people in English. I talked to people in Spanish. I networked with other expats. I networked with Spanish business owners. I went out and just put myself out there to connect with people and to basically get my name out there. And this has helped immensely over the past 6 years because I have now a whole community and network of people from all over the world and also have like an international network, which is amazing. And this has helped a lot, especially for the location independent business, because when you have a location independent business, you're not so like geographically regional specific. You can actually work with anyone from anywhere because most of your online or most of your like activities are online, which means that you kind of need to be connecting with anyone everywhere all the time. So some places that you can look to for networking opportunities are any local groups if you are in a specific area. I found a lot of local groups to network with or to connect with. I also joined a whole bunch of Facebook groups, whether that is for a local area or even just like business Facebook groups all over the world. I went and networked with like other areas. So for example, I am originally from Northern Virginia and I started connecting with all of the local businesses there. And then even when I moved abroad, I still maintained those relationships because I knew that they were going to be important for me. Other than that, I also tried to connect with people on social media. I joined Facebook groups even though I wasn't living in an area. I think one time I joined a Facebook group for a local co-working space in Arizona, even though I don't live there. And I just wanted to meet people and see what other people were doing. And that has helped me get my name out there and also to help with brand recognition for the Quirky Pineapple Studio. So what can you do? Look on Facebook and see, okay, who can I connect with? What Facebook groups can I join? And then also look into your local area and see if there are specific groups that you can check out, or if there isn't, if there are other people that you know of that you could meet up with. Those two things have helped me immensely, and they have really helped me feel less alone on this entrepreneurial journey, and also as a business owner living abroad. All right, we moved over to my little chill out spot in the office, and I want to share the last thing, which is to use social media to create buzz and connect with people everywhere. So I know I said before, networking, but the cool thing about running a location independent business is that you can connect with people from all over the world. They don't necessarily have to be in your local area to make business, because potentially your services are online services. Or if you are selling digital products, then they are digital products that can be bought from anyone in the world. And if you're selling courses or programs or anything like that, then anybody can find you, which is why I love social media so much. And I can go on and on and on about like how social media has changed, but I want to talk about how you can use social media to actually create a community and get connected with different people. So when I first started, I basically documented my entire process. I went on Instagram, I used stories, I shared about my entire journey of what it was like to start a business abroad, and also what it was like to run a business or live abroad in general. Other things that I did to help me get clients were actually to share about the processes behind the services that I offered, different things that I was doing to plan for services or plan to do client work. And all of that helped me create a lot of authority in the online space, because it really gave people a look into what it was like to work with me, but then also what it was like as to grow my brand. And unknowingly, I accidentally created a personal brand and a business brand. Well, technically I was like the human embodiment of my business brand, the Quirky Pineapple Studio. And then eventually I realized that I needed to separate those and create a business and personal brand. By the way, if you all want a video about the differences between a personal and a business brand and which one is better, what is more important, let me know in the comments below, because this is something that I am very, very passionate about, because I got opinions. Anyways, I use social media to connect and grow my audience, which allowed me to find different clients who would have never found me prior, and also collaborate with other business owners to expand my network, grow my email list, and just get more authority. It was one of the best things that I think I could have done, because now social media has made it so easy to connect with people and also share. And back when I started my business, TikTok didn't exist. And now that you have TikTok, it is a great platform to start sharing and growing quickly without needing to do like all of the other like high-end or more labor-intensive things around setting up an online business, which could be like a website, which by the way, I really recommend that you set up a website. But anyways, I'll save that for another video. So if you haven't created a social media account for your business yet, definitely recommend. If you want to do a business brand, if you want to have a personal brand, I recommend at least having 2 accounts. One for your personal brand as you, the business owner, CEO, founder, visionary, and then another for your business brand, which is the entity that actually carries out the services. And then once you do that, you can kind of figure out what type of content you'll share on each, and then also how to grow and sell through social media. But it's a great way to just start connecting with people, collaborating, and growing your audience so that you can sell and bring in more people who are interested in your services and what you have to offer. Okay, so what are the 3 things that you need to start your location independent business journey? The first one that we talked about was figuring out what skills are monetizable. So what skills do you have that you can monetize, group together, and actually package? And if you are thinking, oh, I don't want to do skill sets and you don't want to do that type of business model, okay, then think about what is the knowledge that you have that you can package up and sell as digital products or courses or programs. Those are 2 different types of things. You could do either or, you could do both, but first start with what do you have that you can actually monetize? Skill sets or knowledge. Number 2, the second thing is building up your community and also your relationships. Networking is still a really important thing, even if you are a location independent business, even if you run an online business model. Networking and having collaborations, having community members that you can turn to, having people that can refer to you, having people that, can help you bring in new clients, can introduce you to new audiences. That is super important. And a little bonus tip for you, I definitely recommend building out a network or a community in your local space, wherever you are calling home. Even if you are a digital nomad, if you are staying in a place for a while, try to create a local network, and then also create an online network, one that spans all borders and are people that you meet on the internet. Again, do your due diligence and make sure that, the people that you connect with, you vibe with. But yes, networking, community building, and creating some sort of collaboration network, those are all super, super important to help your business thrive. Actually, it's still one of those things that helps the Quirky Pineapple Studio grow to this day, even though we've been in business for almost 6 years. All right, last thing is set up your social media channels. If you aren't totally sure, if you feel like, okay, you are more of a referral-based business where you have people referring clients to you, if you already have those connections or those relationships, I still recommend that you start a social media channel. You can decide whichever social media channel it is, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, whatever it's called now. If it's YouTube, if it's a podcast, if it's Pinterest, whatever it is, set up a social media channel for your business. And I'm gonna even take it further than that, and I would say set up 2 social media channels, one for you as the business owner, founder, visionary leader, and then a second one for your business brand, because you never know how your business is going to evolve. You don't know how your personal brand as a visionary CEO, founder, leader, speaker, writer, creator is going to evolve. And separating those 2 from the beginning can help you open up other opportunities to even bring business into your business, as in bring clients into your business, and allow you to explore different things maybe later down the road if you want to switch your niche, if you want to switch your industry, if you want to switch your skill sets. So definitely use social media to your advantage, because that is the one way that you can actually get clients to know about you and also find different clients. I want to share 2 bonus tips because I feel like this is super important. I can create a second video about this, so comment below if you want a second video about the logistics around this, because I feel like most people don't talk about it. Okay, so the 2 bonus tips that I want to share with you are to set up systems and processes for your business. If you are a location independent business, if you are a location independent business owner, if you are a digital nomad, or if you just move around a lot because you want to travel and you want to take advantage of the freedom that your business now provides you, then set up systems and processes, because that is going to be so important. You don't want your client work, whether that is through services or if you're doing programs or if you're selling digital products, you don't want that to be impacted negatively because you are moving around and your Wi-Fi is unstable or something like that. You want to make sure that your business on the back end runs as smoothly as somebody who has a local based business or a brick and mortar, because the client experience is super important. And then the second bonus tip is please, 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 please make it easy for your clients to pay you. You all probably don't even know, but sometimes I feel we don't have systems set up for payment as easily. We all try and figure out, oh my gosh, I want to get people to pay me, I want to get people to pay me. But then the thing that we need to do is make it easy so that people can actually pay you. And that means figuring out how you can collect payments if you are location independent, if you sell digital products, if you sell courses, if you sell services, whatever. There are lots of different payment options now. I mean, the world is very online and connected. So figure out how to make it easy for your clients to pay you. The worst thing is when somebody is totally ready to work with you and then they're okay, well, how do I pay you so that we can get this project started? How can I pay you so that I can get the information that you share? And you don't know how to accept that payment. So now they're waiting. And that really slows down the sales process, but also it creates almost friction between you and the client, which is not a great experience if you're somebody waiting to pay and the person just cannot even accept your money so that you can get the thing that you want to get. So bonus tips were systems and processes, and then figure out an easy way to make your clients or to help your clients pay you. All right, that's all I've got for this video. If you are interested in a second video to share more about the logistics and the tangibles behind the scenes, the back end of the business, comment below and let me know. Other than that, in the video description, I've linked 2 blog posts to help you create a location independent business, and also a resource that is Pay What You Can from my business, the Quirky Pineapple Studio, which is the online business starter pack. It shares lots of resources and tools for you to basically get the foundation for your location independent business. It is pay what you can because I want to make this as accessible as possible. There is only just a minimum of €5. I've linked that in the YouTube description. And as always, if you loved this video, you like the vibe, and you want to create a location independent lifestyle, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!